My parents missed my wedding to take my man-child brother to Disneyland, so my grandfather stepped in to walk me down the aisle. When my father found out, he rushed back to beg for forgiveness, but I declined and publicly disowned him. For context, I'm 27F with a brother Colton, 21M. He's been the golden child since birth while I basically ceased to exist. My mom transformed from a loving mother into one of those boy moms you see getting roasted online. My dad still loved me, but he's always been too scared to stand up to her. They missed my ballet recitals, my high school graduation, my college graduation, all for Colton's activities. When I was 19, they told me my college fund had been used after a house fire. Years later, I found out they gave that money to Colton to buy him a car and an apartment. I had to work 3 jobs to pay for community college while he got everything handed to him. The only person who stood up for me was my grandpa. He lives across the country, but he always called my parents out on their treatment of me. When Sebastian proposed last year, I told my parents at dinner, and my mom literally said, "That's nice," without looking up from her phone. She was texting Colton about some trip they were planning. We sent formal paper invitations to everyone. I got confirmation that my parents received theirs. No response. I texted them directly asking if they got the invite. Left on read. I tried bringing it up in person. One time I said, "There's an important event coming up that I really need you at." And she goes, "Oh honey, we can't. We're taking Colton to Disneyland that weekend. He's been so stressed with work and really needs this." I hadn't even told her the date yet. My 21-year-old brother was getting a Disneyland vacation, and they were choosing that over my wedding. Not a "can we reschedule" or "which date works better," just a flat no. I gave up. I had been planning this beautiful day, talking about venues and dress shops with my aunts right in front of my mom. She'd smile, say, "Sounds lovely, dear," and immediately change the subject back to Colton. My wedding day was perfect. My grandpa flew in 2 days early. When he walked me down the aisle, I wasn't sad my dad wasn't there. I was grateful. Grandpa was exactly who I wanted. My aunt posted photos on Facebook with a caption like, "Beautiful wedding for a beautiful bride. So grateful to celebrate with family who actually shows up for the important moments." Within hours, it went viral in my parents' small town. Everyone knew they'd missed their only daughter's wedding to take their adult son to Disneyland. The comments were brutal. People they'd known for decades were asking what kind of parents prioritize a theme park trip over their child's wedding. My grandpa drove straight to their house the next day. He showed up and tore into my dad. He made my dad cry, something he'd never seen in 50 years. He told him, "You chose Mickey Mouse over walking your daughter down the aisle." That broke my dad. He told my mom he wanted a divorce unless she made things right with me. That's when my phone started blowing up. First came angry messages from Colton. I ruined his Disneyland trip because my parents spent the whole time fighting after seeing the Facebook post. Then my mom started with insults and threats, then switched to desperate begging. "Please call me. I'm devastated. How could you not tell me?" But I did tell her. Multiple times. She just cared more about taking her adult son to see Mickey Mouse. My maternal aunts started calling me selfish for humiliating my mother. My maternal grandparents said I should forgive her now that she's trying to atone. But my best friends, Sebastian, and my entire paternal family are backing me up. Last week, my dad showed up at my work. Security almost removed him. He was crying, begging me to talk. "I'm so sorry. I should have been there. I didn't realize you were serious. Please let me make this right." I looked at him and said, "You chose Disneyland over me. The person who was supposed to be there was there." Grandpa walked me down the aisle. That's exactly how it should have been. Then I walked away. My mom's still sending messages. Yesterday, she sent a voice note sobbing about how she didn't know it was the same weekend, and Colton really needed that trip. But I have the text messages. I have proof I told them. Colton even texted saying I was selfish for making everything about me, and that Disneyland was important to him. He's 21 years old. I'm not responding. I'm not forgiving them. And honestly, I've never been happier.